Yo, this is Lyrical Chris. Shout out to Dane Calloway, man. That guy is making truth, man. You guys gotta listen to him for real. He's saying the truth. He's saying the truth, man. Because what we gotta understand as Americans, so-called Black Americans, is that we were here first. We were here for a long time from this creation. So, and everything is really in reverse, man. It really is. It just, once you connect with that spiritual, you understand that, hey, everything was told in reverse. Africa, what they call it, really is not really called Africa. I mean, but you gotta understand that they trying to say that that's the first place, when really over here is the old land. This is not a new land. It just got discovered by the Europeans, So we gotta understand, man, that this is the old land. Once you figure that out, everything kind of resonates in the mind, man. So yeah, and I got these books, man. False Heroes. This is a good one. Great book. I still got to get the new one that he got, with the told in reverse. And then this Tracing Genealogy. I got that. I've been tracing my genealogy. I was supposed to make a video a long time ago, about earlier this year, but I wanted to make sure I had my genealogy at least started. I haven't completed it, but after this video, you're going to see what I have to share on my genealogy. So, and it's showing nothing dealing with no Africa or no slaves or none of that, so, which is good, because I kind of knew that already, but at the same time, I just want to know. Sometimes for me, I just like to know, I like to see the truth. That's just who I am. And like I said, shout out to Dane Calloway, man. This guy is the truth. I can't say that for other YouTubers that be talking about this stuff. This guy's the truth, man. He ain't about the drama. He all about, positive things and enlightening our people. That's kind of like how my music is, I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here to make negative music. I'm making all positive rap music. So, like what I say in my song, I already know. Came from the dead end, man. In a deeper meaning, that's coming from a dead end. I was dead spiritually and mentally. And most of us are. And once you wake up out of that dead end, you can get out. And I'm out. And I'm never going back. Moving forward, never back. So with that being said, man, like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. Shout out to Dane Calloway, man. I can say it a million times. Shout out to Dane Calloway, man. This guy's the truth. And I'm one of the 13%. So Dane, if you need anything, any videos, any plans, help, I got you, bro. I'm here, man. We're going to do this. And I'm going to let it be known. It's 100% fact that in the near future, there will be a nation of our own on this United States corporation land, which is really our land. Fact. Y'all gonna have to play this back. This is 2022, so give it a few years. We're gonna have our own nation. It's just gonna start in the southeast, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, spread out to Mississippi, to the Alabama, to the Virginia. That's proof. Remote viewing. I seen it. It's coming. It's coming. That's true. So like I said, shout out to Dane Calloway. He's telling the truth about who we are and what we are and where we need to try to go and get to. We're not Africans. Nothing against Africans. I used to be Pan-African when I was young. When I was young and learning, I learned in school. My mom and grandma used to always tell me, we was Indian. My mom used to always bring that up. Oh, my great had this long hair that go all the way to her butt. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was Cherokee. And we always mention Wale and the Geechee. And like I said, I'm from Georgia, man. So South Georgia is that. So yeah, man, like Dane's telling the truth, man. We got to start listening to our elders, to our grandmas, our grandpas, and stop listening to foreigners, because foreigners are not for you. Foreigners are against you. They don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to take this land back, because they don't own the land, and they know we can't take it back at any time. We just got to know the rules of the law and understand that we are the American Indians. We are the American Indians. And it's great to be able to say that and understand who you are. Because a lot of people, especially black people, man, so-called black people, are out here trying to find their identity. They go through this identity crisis that has been going on for so long. So they so quick to catch on to and accept things like the Pan-African or the Moors or the Hebrews or this or that. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, because they don't have no identity, but they can't even verify it. Do your genealogy. That'll verify it. Do your genealogy. That'll verify it. Get this book. That'll help verify it. But you gotta do the research. You gotta put time in, man. This is not something you're going to be doing in 30 minutes. Ain't no, I'm going to type in my mother's name and my grandma's name and my father's name and my grandfather's name and, boom, I'm American Indian, or, I'm African. You know, I ain't know nothing about me African. You know, they don't even call themselves African over there, so why are we using that word? You know, why are we using that word? Why? Ask yourself that. If Africans are not over there using that word, calling themselves African, why are we using that? Like I said, I was Pan-African once, you know, but they stuff don't add up. Once I saw it wasn't adding up. They wasn't giving no facts. They wasn't showing no records. Like my brother Dane, I had to let it go. Like, those guys are not for you. They're against you. They're your enemies. They're our enemies. And when I say our enemies, that's for the people who are the 13% who are going to create this nation that we're going to be creating. So like I said, Dane, shout out to you. And I'm willing to help, man, because this nation is really going to happen. It's really going to be a nation, man. It really is. So, like I said, you heard it from me. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Southeast, remember, Southeast, from Mississippi River to Virginia. So that's Mississippi, that's Alabama, that's Georgia, that's Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, those areas, man. We got to try to get our people to move in those areas, especially Georgia, the Carolinas, and Florida, Mississippi, Alabama. That's where it's going to start. That's where it's going to build, and Virginia as well. That's where we got to get our people to move, especially the people that are really part of the 13%. You really want to be in those areas, because that is where it's going to be. I'm telling you, that's where we're going to start this at, and that's where we got to start it at for real. Okay? So like I said, shout out to Dane, man. And let's just get this, let's get it started. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Whenever you ready, I'm ready. Whenever you pull that trigger, I'm ready. Let's go. We warriors out here. We the true warriors. We the true Indians, the Seminoles, and all this stuff that they say, man. We are those people. Let's be who we are. Once you know who you are, you be who you are. And that's all I have to say, man, for real. And don't get me wrong about this ump that you see on my hat. This ump was over here first. All those hieroglyphics, that's over here in America, South and North and Central. They hid it. They either hid it or they put it in the museums in the UK. So before anybody say anything about, you know, praising Africa and all that, remember everything came over here first originally. I don't have to argue that for anybody, but I'm just letting you know, all that came over here first. The ancient world was right here. Atlantis was over here. If Atlantis was over here first and they had all that stuff, what you think places like Egypt got their ideology from. Okay? If Atlantis was over here first, and then those things from Atlantis, those ideologies came from Atlantis, and and those things are seen in Egypt and all these other places. Where do you think they got their ideology from? This is the ancient world on this side. It's all in reverse. It's all in reverse. It's all in reverse. So let's be wise. Let's wake up. Let's be aware. Let's be part of the 13%. And let's get it. Let's go. I already know. Dane Calloway, salute to you, man. Let's get it. I'm telling you, the nation is coming. We're going to have our own nation, our own banks, our own accounting firms, our own libraries, our own education systems, all that. Everything's going to be owned by us. Banks and all. We're going to have it. We're going to have it. Our own police, our own everything. It's all coming. Our own cars. A lot of that's coming. It's going to take some time, but we're going to have it. We're going to have it, y'all. Just believe. No, better yet, don't believe. Know who you are. Don't believe who you are. Because most of these Pan-Africans and other people who claim to say they're not American Indian don't really know who they are. They're going by beliefs. And last time I checked, belief and religion are the same thing. Belief and religion are the same things. They want you to believe. Believe. That's what it is, man. So with that being said, let's go. All my 13%ers, let's go. Let's go. 13%, let's go. I'm out. Okay, so right now I'm on Ancestry, and this is my family tree that I've been working on. I haven't been working on too many, probably 2 weeks. So I'm still digging in on things, and people have to understand that this takes a lot of time, man. Like, this is something that you cannot do in like 2 hours. Oh, I'm gonna do my genealogy, I'm gonna be done with it in 2 hours. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You got to dig in, you got to dig deep. So for what I got from me starting right here, I got my mom and dad. On my dad's side, like, all this dates, going to Georgia. And then once it gets way up here to my fourth great, let me zoom in for you. This is showing that his parents is from Virginia, and they're saying that they're farm laborers. They didn't say anything about slavery or anything. They didn't say black, but I gotta get those birth certificates though, and death certificates, definitely. But that's my dad's side right there. And then on my mom's side, it's showing, and then also on my dad's side, it's showing Georgia, Virginia, and the Carolinas. And same for my mom's side, it's showing Alabama, Virginia, and Georgia. So, and on my mom's side, it's more showing towards the being farmers, not farm laborers. And people gotta understand that, when they create the census, you look at the rules, they made sure they say be specific to make sure you label a farmer correctly versus a farm laborer. So let's get to a few of them. So let's start with my dad's side. So William A. Lovelace. This is 1806 birth. So we can go further. He was in the Civil War, Confederate soldier. That is true. He was a Confederate soldier. So if he was really a slave, then why he fighting for the Confederate? So you can just go to the census. Pike, Georgia. I'm not gonna go through all these people, but This just to show people that, about this genealogy to help people get there. So William Lovelace, that's his name, right? Alright. Male. Black. Oh, we already know that, for the Indian. Farm laborer, that's the occupation. So remember, this is my dad's side. You got Virginia, place of birth. He was born in Virginia. When you go to a further census, like the 18, I haven't accepted all of these yet. But let's see what we got. Like I said, I'm still trying to do this. Okay, so for here, that's the only census record they had. But I did kind of go into Civil War stuff a little bit. I got fold 3, so I got to go dig in that some more too. So right here, this one is Elizabeth McHaney, which is Lovelace's spouse, William Lovelace's spouse. So you got 1870 census right here, the same one that we just saw. And then you got other things I got to look at it itself. Alright, so now let's go to Sherrod Milner. It's another person on my dad's side. He was born 1865, Turner County. That's in the South Georgia area region. Okay, and we got a picture of him. Alright, so we can go to the 1880 census, and you can see right here, Barnesville, right, Georgia. Laborer. Let's click on the record, actual record. People can see. Alright, right here. Let's see what it is. By the way, the other thing about these census records, man, look at the races. Like, how many times I go through these, man. I go through these and I see a bunch of mulatto and black. You barely see anybody labeled white. Like, look at this whole page. Like, this person right here is white, white, white. Everybody else is black and mulatto. So, anyways, all right. So the Milners right here. So laborer. I ain't saying nothing about, the birthplace, Virginia. It ain't saying nothing about, for me, I don't see anything dealing with any type of Africa or slavery or anything like that. But let's go to some more stuff. This is Ada Lovelace, which is the spouse of Sherrod Milner. 1900, let's do 1900. And like I said, I didn't accept these things yet, but I have looked at them. So I have like kind of looked deep into it. So these do match. They just kind of got the names wrong sometimes. But as you can see, right here, Elijah Lovelace, that's her dad. So, and it's showing farmer. You see that occupation? Farmer. It say he rent the land, but I don't know if that's true or not. But let's go to another person. So yeah, it says farmer. And once again, I'm seeing more whites on this one, but you go through these census pages, man, these rows, most of them say black, a lot of them. So, alright, so now another one, Jesse Joyner, is another person on my dad's side. So my last name is Joyner, but that's my dad's mom last name is Joyner. My last name was supposed to be King, but it ended up being Joyner. My dad took on his mom's last name instead of his dad's last name. But yeah, this Jesse Joyner, I don't really got that many records on him, and this right here is not right, so don't even look at that. Because he wasn't an immigrant, he been there. He was born in Alabama, 1904. I still gotta get some records on him, but we're gonna get to that another date. Same for Margaret Joyner. And then, alright, so now we're going on the mom's side. So, Gus Traywick. He was born in May 1879, Georgia. I got 1906 census records. Again, this is showing him as a farmer. Farmer guys, farmer. And when you look at the census directions, you look at those directions during that time, it's going to let you know that a farmer was really kind of like an employer. Like they had their own thing. They wasn't a laborer or none of that. So right there, farmer occupation, farmer. All right, now let's go to Suzy trade with it. See how they put training? Sometimes they put that name. They used to have a V or a W instead of the W or things like that. So this one I still gotta get some information on that one. But yeah, so like Roosevelt trade with. This is considered my great grandmother, and you go through the census. Like say like 1910, and look, you probably already saw it. If you saw it, we clicked real fast. But as you can see, what does this say under her name? We said all of them: mulatto, 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 mulatto. Father's birthplace, Georgia. Mother's birthplace, Georgia. You know, so industry on form. There's laborers. You know. Okay, so let's go to another one. They saw it as mulatto. That's 1910. Okay, saying mulatto. Jason Carson. This was spouse. Okay, so this is my great grandfather's. It's my great grand. This is my grandma's great grandpa on my mom's side. So I'm looking at the census right here, and it's saying Black, birthplace North Carolina. Let's go to the records. Alright, so what y'all seeing? Alright, see race Black, right? Occupation, farmer. So I gotta dig deep because they might have some land, you know what I'm saying? They might have some land on this side, on my mom's side. Again, it's the same person's spouse of Jason. And then you got Caesar Glover. Okay, so let's go to the 1880 census. Caesar Glover, right? Caesar Glover. What that says? Farming. Occupation, farming. Birthplace, Georgia. Birthplace of father, Georgia. Birthplace of mother, Virginia. And said Black as a race. Spouse, mulatto. Farm labor, the children, and spouse. So now let's go to, let's see if I got any more census. Okay, yeah. So the 1900 census, right? You saw that 1880. You saw what I showed you, right? Now let's go to let's go to 1880. So you saw what I showed you on the 1900. And this is 1880. Look what they got it as. Still got it as Black mulatto. All right. Now, let's see that change. Let's go to his spouse, Aga Glover. Now this one gets a little strange. So, okay, 1880, you saw mulatto, right? We went to that census on the other one, same one. And then when you go to 1900, you go to 1900, it went from mulatto. Remember, this is the spouse now. Caesar is the Black, right? Edgy, Black. Georgia, same people. farmer. And another thing to point out, it says under house owned or rented, it says owned. This is 1900 since they owned their house and their land. So I gotta see something about that. But that's all I want to show you guys on the tree. But yeah, this is my tree. I'm still working on my tree, but I got a lot, and I'm gonna keep digging. I won't stop, because the falls I got back was the early 1800s, so we're gonna get even further on those. But that's all I want to show y'all for that one. All right, let's go.